right, just finished up with the athlete briefing down here at Panama City 70.3. Super excited. As of, what day is today? Thursday. The water temp was 77 degrees, so they said it was like right on the border of wetsuit, non-wetsuit. Not gonna lie, that made me a little nervous because all of my training has been in a wetsuit. So I think Friday morning, the day before the race, I'm gonna come out here and just swim in my tri-kit just to see how I'm feeling. Overall, right now, Thursday, the waves look pretty calm. Nothing too crazy. Somebody told me the waves are looking to be about like 4 to 5 feet. There is a storm coming in on Thursday or Friday morning-ish to mid-afternoon, so I'm hoping that that cools down the water a little bit to wear a wetsuit. But yeah, out here on the beach right now, checking out the swim, the bike transition, and then a little bit of the run. So, you know, I'm super excited. I'm really excited to get this one going. Humidity is gonna be a big factor, I think, but we're gonna fuel up with some goos, some G1M Sport from BPN, and you know, see how I go from there. Bananas on the course, whatever else I need to get me through this race. So I'll let you guys know how the swim goes. What's up, everybody? Today is Friday, day before the race, and it's very windy out here, so I apologize for that. Waves a lot more choppier than yesterday, so out here going to do a little practice swim. Like I said, I'm a little nervous that there might not be no wetsuit, so I'm gonna get out here and swim without my wetsuit. I don't know, probably hit 500 to 800 meters. I'm probably not gonna go out since it's really choppy. I don't have anybody to swim with, but I'll let you guys know how this swim goes. So I did a test 200-meter swim, and it was rough, not gonna lie. I got freaked out the first time I got hit by a wave, so I'm just gonna keep doing this until I feel comfortable with it. It's the only thing I can do, but I feel like once I get past the bigger waves and deeper into the water, I feel like it'll be a little bit better and feel more comfortable with people around me. You know, if needed, I can hold on to somebody's paddleboard or kayak or something like that. So we're gonna go out there for another test swim.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy race day.
It's too early.
Give or take, yeah. Broke down the doors, I got the keys, now they know all all about it. The way I snap on.
I know. If you took me back.
We're going to hold off on starts, so any of you in the E rack, which goes up to 712, you might find a point where you'll get a little closer, and then you'll stop. So don't be alarmed by that. It's a planned stop to kind of loosen things up out of the course. In the meantime, I want to thank our friends at Fond Memories Graphics. Reward yourself with Fond Memories Graphics. All frames and shadow boxes include additional finisher medals. Your name engraved your split time, and it's your first. Right now, it looks like we're going to be loading up row H, which is 1049 to 1244 numbers, row H. If you're not hanging out by your rack ready to roll, now would be a good time as any.
Yep. Yeah. Good job with it.
I have one more lap.
We'll see you at the finish.
See you at the finish line.
Hey!
What's up? I'm dead.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
You finished though.
I know. I can't move. What a race. Panama City 70.3 Ironman in the books. A little disappointed that the swim was canceled, but also kind of happy about it. I was terrified of the swim going into it, but it was one thing that I signed up for this race, so that's what we were gonna do, was swim if they made a swim. But ultimately I was walking to check my bike in because they canceled bike check-in on Friday and ended up moving it to race morning. And you know, I was walking in to put my bike on the rack and got a notification on my phone saying that the swim was canceled. So surprisingly, there were quite a few people that dropped out of the race. I mean, I get it that they were in it for all three events, but you know, you paid the money, might as well do it. But oh well. So started with athletes in numerical order, so from racer 1 to whatever 2000. We started in order on the bike, so 2 at a time. Every 5 seconds we fired off, and from there, like, you started clipped in, get to the mountain line, you'd go, and out on the course you went. So about mile 16, 20, somewhere in that range, I hit the pain cave. It was rough. My knee that started hurting me a week before the race was really what flared up, when made me really nervous, because On the way out the hills, it was rolling hills, but it felt like it was gradually, you know, just going up the farther we went out till about mile 21, which was the turnaround. So get there, turn around, and on the way back in, the knee stopped hurting, thankfully. Hit about mile 46, and the cramps really started to set in. I was feeling myself with goos, and I had 2 water bottles of BPN, Go One More Sport, G1M Sport. From there, we rolled into the final stretch of the bike. I was feeling really strong. My goal was to get it under 3 hours, and I finished at 2:56, 2 hours and 56 minutes. So that was awesome. I'm glad that I hit that goal. Even though it was really close to 3 hours, I was, you know, right there, which was awesome. Another goal of mine was to spend less time in the transition. I think I spent about 3 minutes and 18 seconds. Got in transition, took out all my empty goos that I had in my kit, replenished with new goos, and then from there, threw the shoes on and got out on the run. So on the run, it was starting to get a little hotter in the day. It was about, I want to say 10-ish in the morning when I started, so that Florida sun and that humidity was really starting to creep in. What we had was a 4-mile loop, and we did that 3 times. And then to kind of finish up, they had us weaving in and out of some, you know, random hotels and parking lots and whatnot to get us to the 13.1. First loop, I took it really slow. I just wanted to make sure that the cramps weren't gonna set in to where I couldn't finish the race. Coming around on the second lap is where I really started to throw ice down my kit. It was getting really hot. Once I felt like my body cooled down, I started to push it a little bit more. I hit, I think, 4 miles pretty consistently, going like straight through without stopping. And the third lap, I really slowed down, which was unfortunate because I really thought that I put a lot more training into my runs, but ultimately I think the heat got to me, which slowed me down a lot. I think I finished 2 hours and 38 minutes on the run, which is not really where I wanted to be at. I wanted to be closer to 2 hours, but ultimately crossed the finish line and got to wear the medal around my neck. So such an awesome feeling to cross an Ironman finish line. The crowd's going crazy, the music's just hyping you up, and you know that feeling after you cross, knowing all the months of training you put in, you know, really solidified that you can do this. People out there, you know, screaming and yelling your name, people I've met through social media showing up, you know, remembering the name when I crossed, screaming my name, which was pretty cool. But you know, one thing that a lot of people don't touch on after they cross the finish line, so this is my second Ironman 70.3, and I ran a marathon. The emotion that really sets in to, you know, not gonna lie, I found a rock to sit on afterwards before I found my family, and you know, you cried a little bit because it's just one of those things that it's just, you're so emotional going into it, and it, you know, in order to finish something so, you know, incredible to some people, but something that you know that you can do because you put the training in, is just a surreal feeling. And so, you know, ended up finishing the race 5 hours and 38 minutes, which is awesome. But really would have liked to get the swim in there to really see where I was at. No plans yet for my next 70.3. It will be in the future, but I want to hit some training a little bit harder to avoid leg fatigue on the bike and run, to really get my times a little bit better. So hopefully you guys were following along throughout you know, the 70.3 prep, and gonna take about, you know, a week off and jump right into Leadville 50 Silver Rush training, July 9th. So as I sit here on the beach and enjoy the one more day that I have here, soaking in the sun here in Panama City. I appreciate everybody for listening and watching and following along and all the above. And we'll catch you in the next clip. Peace.